Hello buddy, welcome back to Bram's channel. My name is Gaming, and welcome back to a brand new F123 video here for Emilia Romagna Grand Prix at Imola in Italy. So, let's do this. We obviously didn't get it in real life, which I hope that everyone there was safe, but of course it was a long time ago now. So hopefully everything is fine now. But anyways, here we are for Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this race on the way.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
So yeah, here we are at Imola. As you can see, we are going to do a one-stop strategy. It is going to take 42 minutes and a little bit more, 42 and a half possibly. But yeah, so here we are for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. I've said it before. As you can see, our engine isn't too good, so I will replace it after this race. Of course, trying to get as much use of it out of it as possible to reduce the amount of penalties I can get in one season. But so starting P10 in the points already, so that is already a better start than usual. But anyways, here we are lining up on the grid with our medium tires on. The tire temperature looks fine. And now, here we are for Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, starting P10 behind Kevin Magnussen in front of the Alfa Romeo of Guan Yu Zhou. But here we are, the 5 red lights are coming on for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go. We get a pretty decent start, better than Magnussen as we go side by side already. As you can see, we're already side by side with Kevin Magnussen, but Kevin Magnussen is still ahead of us, but we send it down, we send it around the outside, like of Kevin Magnussen. Just like that, we are up into P9. Now ahead of us, Ocon is having a battle with this Williams of Alexander Albon. Don't know why I stopped talking there. But here we are on Ocon going down the inside, almost going down the inside of Alexander Albon, but of course he is too far ahead. Squeezing Ocon on the exit there a little bit, forcing him to brake. Just like that, we are up into 8. 2 places gained in the first sector of this race. Now up ahead is the Williams of Alexander Albon, and ahead of him is the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. But of course we are still going to have to watch behind us. As you saw, the proximity hours are still getting pretty close behind us as I check the engine, as you can see. Well, after this corner that is. But as Ocon is now behind us, the gap about 3/10, but it is going down. Because obviously Ocon is a lot faster, but the gap ahead is almost a second, so Albon in that Williams is absolutely flying. And we're not really keeping up, so we are going to have to watch behind. George Russell currently in the lead with a 121, but of course that's because we were from the grid. So yeah, now here we are at lap 8. Like I said, we will have to watch threats from behind. The gap ahead is 8 seconds, but of course Max Verstappen in the Red Bull is going to pass us. We fight him a little bit, but you're going to see that I just let him go on the main straight. We did squeeze out Verstappen. We are still ahead, but of course Verstappen is in that Red Bull. The gap is closing ever so quickly. Just like that, Verstappen will get past us with DRS. We do squeeze him a little bit, but then we don't fight it. Now a few laps later, lap 12, as you can see, Kevin Magnussen, the Haas, now trying to make a move around the outside and now the inside with DRS, but we do manage to hold on to that P9. The gap ahead of 4 seconds already, so Verstappen is already moving quite far ahead of us. So yeah, now we're 1 lap after that. Now lap 13 of 32, as you can see, Valtteri Bottas is now the one behind us, but with DRS, Valtteri Bottas will get us. We can't really fight much as our ERS is pretty low, so we can't really use it. We will look down the inside, but we're just way too far back. Not gonna risk that one because we still have half the race ahead of us. So let's try to get Bottas later. Now 1 lap later, as you can see, like I said, we will get Bottas later. Now we have DRS as we send it down the inside, trying not to hit each other. As he gave me room and I tried to give him room there, but we did make contact in the end. Running over the curbs into turn 1 there, into the chicane. But that is us ahead of Valtteri Bottas, and now we're going to have to go into the pits for the hard tires. So, now as you can see, ahead of us, Verstappen and Albon both into the pits. Just like that, we're into the pits, and so is Valtteri Bottas and Kevin Magnussen. As you can see, Alonso already on the hard tires, so I'm assuming he started on the hard tires. Is still ahead of us. Now we're going to try to get optimal. Just like that, we get optimal 2.4. Just like that, we get a good pit stop, and we stay ahead of our closest rivals behind us, which is Esteban Ocon? No. It's Valtteri Bottas and Kevin Magnussen. So we are coming out of the pits in P18, but remember, the drivers ahead of us, like Fittipaldi and Ocon, still haven't pitted. So we're still in contention for the points, at least I would hope so. And just like that, we have to make sure we fire up these tires as much as we can and try to get some overtaking done. Lap 18 of 32, like I said, we will have the tires, but just like that, a safety car has happened, and just like that, we now have to slow down to meet the delta for obvious reasons. But I think it said Guan Yu Zhou is out of the race, and we won right there. But it looks like it is Guan Yu Zhou that is out of the race. You will see me check right now as I go to the race director, and as you can see, going all the way down, you can see that 2 drivers are actually out of the race. So let's see, Oscar Piastri has a mechanical failure and is DNF'd. Guan Yu Zhou had terminal damage because of Esteban Ocon, so those 2 have collided, causing a safety car. Now here we are on lap 20 of 32, just 12 laps to go after the restart. We are right behind Albon, pushing basically before the line. And just like that, we are basically pushing as much as we can now, having to lift off, which causes us to lose a lot of time, but we have all the areas we want. So Albon ahead with us in P9 with Magnussen and then Bottas. But as you can see, Kevin Magnussen is trying to make a move around the outside. but we have the inside on the first part, and we squeeze Magnussen, he has to back out, and just like that, we keep the P9. But now Albon ahead is pulling way clear of us. That Williams is rapid, a lot faster than I thought, keeping up with the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, who is currently P7, but currently behind us. We have to watch out from behind. As you can see, Alonso is now on the medium tires, which means he will be one of our biggest threats this race. Magnussen behind, the gap is almost 1 second, so we are pulling ahead. The gap ahead of us is gone down to about 5 tenths, so that should allow us to hopefully make a move sometime on Alexander Albon if we can keep this pace up. So far now, no positions have changed except for Alonso taking that P11 from Valtteri Bottas, but of course he will probably catch us up by the end of the race. Of course the Aston is pretty fast, so the gap now ahead 4 tenths. The gap ahead of us to Verstappen is 1.2, so it looks like we won't get Verstappen, but we are almost there with Albon, but that Williams obviously has great straight line speed, so it looks like we won't catch Albon. But Alonso has just made a move on Kevin Magnussen. As we look down the inside and as we go down the inside on Albon, Albon is still ahead of us, but we hold it down the outside and now the inside, and just like that we get P8. But we are still gonna have to watch behind for Alonso, as Albon tries to look down the inside, but still we maintain that P8. Now here are lap 23, just a handful of laps left, if I remember correctly, just 9 laps left of this race. But like I said, Alonso is going to be one of the biggest threats this race, and as you can see, Alonso has gone past Albon. We got 2 seconds to Albon from me, but just like that, Alonso has gone past. I would try to look down the inside, but Alonso is way too far ahead, and I let him through. There's no point fighting Alonso, he is way quicker on those medium tires, and of course his car is also a lot better. As you can see, the last lap of the race, P9, so we did lose a position, but as you can see, Carlos Sainz is ahead of us now. Charles Leclerc has won the Grand Prix. We have pulled off Pierre Gasly's charge to try to get past us for the last couple of laps. I think, if I remember correctly, 4 laps Pierre Gasly has tried to get past us, but just like that, we managed to hold on to the P9 for a well-deserved 2 points.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And that's it then for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And what a sensational victory they've managed to pull off here. Tell me, Ed, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result tonight?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Just like that. That was a pretty interesting race. 2 DNFs there, so no points for the McLaren of Oscar Piastri, and then Guan Yu Zhou. Esteban Ocon with another penalty, so he's not doing good this season, especially with Alpine. Now, they do score 1 point with Pierre Gasly, but as you can see, Charles Leclerc has won this race, but it doesn't matter because you can still see Charles Leclerc is 3rd right now, and Max Verstappen is 1st, like we expected. He started P12 and finished P5, so the Red Bull not as dominant as it is in the real life, but still, P12 to P5 is still very good. Mercedes P1 in Constructors, and then Red Bull P2 in the Constructors. So yeah, that is it for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, remember, leave a like, subscribe, helps me out. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. This is Game Sign Off. I'll see you in a brand new video. Peace.